Hey, yes, your boy Maestro. I'm down here at the protest for the Georgia 5051 protest. This is the third one I've attended, so I'm just down here still getting reactions from the people, finding out what's going on and how they're feeling. I'm here with somebody now. What's your name and where you from?
My name is Charmaine, and I'm from Lawrenceville.
Okay, nice to meet you, Charmaine. It's a lot of people out here, so what brought you down to this protest today?
I'm not sure which part of what the president is doing was the final straw, but I just remember posting on Facebook that my heart was broken with angry sorrow. And I just feel like I had to come. I'm particularly worried about how Trump, the president, is trying to outlaw freedom of speech.
Right.
And I think even freedom of thought, if you think in one way, you lose your job. You have to hide it. You have to hide who you are. I don't like so many things that are happening. I'm worried about the climate. I love the national parks.
Yeah, I'm really big on climate. You know what I'm saying? Environment and nature and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yes. So I think those are the top concerns for me and what brought me here. And a friend said she was coming, and so that was like the impetus to say, all right, we're coming too. Yeah. We're coming too, yes.
So why do you think this administration is keep attacking the Constitution? What's the purpose of this?
To destroy our democracy and to render the Constitution useless and to let the corporations take over and have our country be run by corporations rather than the people.
And that's basically, so they're just trying to get richer? The rich are getting richer? That's what it's all about?
Rich, money and power. Money and power, and we haven't even touched about the DEI stuff, right?
Yeah.
When they took down the display about the 666, the battalion of I'm going to cry now, the black women who saved the mail in World War II, they took that display down.
Yeah, I saw the movie.
What? Yeah, me too. I read a really good historical fiction based on that too. Things like that are just heartbreaking and not right.
Speaking of that, how do you feel about us as African Americans? We're really not marching. We're just doing an economic blackout. Do you understand why we're not marching, and how you feel about that?
I didn't know you weren't marching.
Well, most of us are not marching because we feel like we're quicker to maybe get shot or killed if we join the march. So we've been online communicating that we're only doing the economic because we're scared to march out here.
Well, I like that. I think trying to put your money where your voice is a good idea.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with you with
Okay. Yeah, because we know what like it's just a different. We don't know what the laws are and how they're gonna treat us, and we just kind of fear like they might target us specifically if we come out here. So collectively, we decided to just hold our dollar from the company, especially this NDEI. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, that's basically how we're trying to. But I'm out here just still getting footage of everybody, you know what I'm saying, just to show solidarity that we're with the protest, but we're scared to actually walk because we don't know what the cops will do to us.
We have friends who couldn't come today, and they said that they were glad we were coming.
Yeah, that's what it is.
They felt like they couldn't show their face because of where they work, and they're hoping to keep their jobs. So
yeah, so we definitely appreciate it. Like I said, this is my third protest I cover, you know what I'm saying? So I'll just be trying to encourage the protesters, like we really appreciate y'all because y'all really fighting for everybody at this point.
I appreciate you being here too, Marcus.
And the last question, what do you feel about the Democratic Party? Who do you think should lead, or do they have a leader? How do you feel about that party as a whole right now?
I like our senators.
Okay.
I think Warnock and Ossoff are
I like Ossoff. Yeah.
yes. I think they're brave, and I think they're speaking out.
Do you see a clear leader? Do you think Ossoff should just take over? Do you think he should be the new leader for the party, or?
Well, I don't know. Isn't there the governor in Michigan? Is it Gretchen Whitmer?
Yeah.
She seems to be a pretty strong woman, too.
Yeah, she is.
So I think there might be a number of possibilities, but I would support both Senator Ossoff and Senator Warnock, whatever they want to do.
What about Bernie Sanders and AOC? They're running a campaign. They're going on like a tour. You seen that?
I've seen posts about it. Yes, I think that's great. What a combination.
Working hard.
I admire both of them very much. Bernie, boy, speaks the truth.
See, I wanted to vote for Bernie, but whatever happened, he didn't get to run. But that's who I really wanted to vote for.
Yeah. Yes, that would have been nice, you know?
Really nice.
Right. If things had worked out a little differently, maybe that could have happened, but
It is what it is. So, like I said, we out here. Everybody out here just trying to do their best, doing what they can. So, like I said, we appreciate you and thank you. What's your name and where you from?
My name is Mark, and I am from Atlanta, Georgia.
Nice. So, I see a lot of people, good turnout for this protest. What in particular brings you to this protest?
Well, I have never been a fan of Donald Trump. I know, I've done a deep dive and know that, he is definitely a Russian asset. He's not a good man. He has no good intentions for our country.
You said the Russian asset thing. Now, at first, in 2016, it was like, nah, he might be. But now I'm looking at it like, nah, yes, he's colluding with Russian. Like, definitely now. I wasn't sure last time, but now.
Oh, no, most definitely. I mean, he has been getting money from the Russians for years. No, you don't even have to do a deep dive. But not only that, the man has, been pilfering the middle class workers. He all of the various business that he bankrupted. He also bankrupted small businessmen. That's what I can't understand.
And as a small business owner, I can't stand it. It's so hard for me to keep my business afloat, even after COVID.
Right. And then you look at Trump University. Come on. The guy paid out, $27 billion before he took office the first time?
Right.
What does that tell you, people? I mean, who do you think he suckered into that? Hard-working people. That's what I can't understand.
And the middle class is already being crushed, and he's just making it worse for us. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't understand. I'm like,
right.
It's like you're going to create a hostile environment. If you make the poor get even poorer, they're going to come eat the rich, I feel. And they're already struggling.
No, and that's the thing. And what the Republican Party has done. I've always been an independent voter until, it's been years now that I've been voting Democrat because, the Republicans have just completely gone off the deep end.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, all of this divisive rhetoric.
Dividing, and yeah.
Right. And that's exactly what they're looking to do. And, and you just look at what's happening now today, what's happened to our middle class.
Right.
And then, people are frustrated and they want to blame somebody, and they really think like these people coming in from the borders are the reason that they are not making money. They're not looking at the fact that, like, Elon Musk is really truly the biggest welfare queen in the country.
Facts.
He's making $8 million a day off of the government. And we do have socialism in this country, but it's only for the rich. And that's what has to happen, is where you take middle class people like myself, you realize, who's getting this government money, and
we're not getting it.
No. So that's what all I have to say is, like, just wake up, man. We're all in this together.
We all in this together.
Right. And that's what MAGA needs to realize is, I'm out here for you. I have family back in Florida right now, and they think, I'm trying to talk like with my mother and my brother. I have aunts and uncles. And these people, their critical thinking is gone because of Fox News.
Yeah, that's all they watch. That's all they consume.
That's all they do. And so they, talking to my mom and telling her, yeah, this is not going to be good. What's happening now with these tariffs? We are not going to bounce back. And he's like, listen, I don't know where she's telling me, like, oh, it's going to be fine. You just got to wait. It's give him time. And it's like, oh, my God, no. Right.
Our rent is too high now. The groceries too high now.
So it's like, please, wake up. I told her, please shut Fox News off. I mean, this whole thing is just insane.
So let's talk about your sign. I just noticed you had a sign. I want to show the camera your sign. Let them see it. Now, read the sign and tell me the thought behind the sign.
Yeah, hate never made any nation great. And that is the truth, man. I mean, I just moved to Atlanta 3 years ago. I feel like I'm 20 years in the future. I love the fact that, I mean, just the beautiful way that everybody comes together in my
right. I love it here.
Like I live in Capitol View, and we're from all walks of life and different nationalities, and it's just such a beautiful neighborhood. Everybody gets along. We help each other.
Right. That's what. Yeah.
We have every the first Friday of the month we have a get together at somebody's house. And that's the thing. Like people that live off of these, in these areas where they're out in the country and off of these dirt roads, they don't experience.
They don't say,
what life is really like.
Down like in LaGrange or the faraway parts. Yeah, I know what you're saying. And so last question, because I think he's waiting to do an interview. The Democratic Party. How do you feel about their leadership? Do you see somebody in the Democratic Party that you like and you think they should move them to the forefront?
I'll tell you what, I'm very disappointed in the Democratic Party because, I will tell you the truth. I mean, Bernie Sanders was the man.
That's the guy I wanted.
Sanders was the man, and they did him dirty, and the thing is, now we're paying for it. So they need to realize they are part of the problem too. They need to get their shit together and make it real. Because they did this to us also.
Yeah, and I see what Bernie and AOC doing. They really like building a real movement. Have you seen what they're doing?
Yeah. I love AOC. I love Elizabeth Warren.
Okay, me too. Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I mean she's another warrior. When we had the financial crisis, man, she took all those heads of those financial institutions to court, and I have to say I don't know why we did not at that time prosecute them.
Exactly, yeah.
Why
prevented all of this? Yeah.
That's one question I would like to ask President Obama. Why did we not prosecute them?
You're right.
So, nah.
Well, yeah. So, like I said, I appreciate you joining the protest. I appreciate you, feeling free to use your voice. And like I said, keep fighting, man. We're fighting for a lot of people right now. So hopefully come out on top. We're doing the best we can.
Thank you for what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm trying. Appreciate you. What's your name and where you from?
Amy, and I'm from Atlanta.
Okay, what's your name and where you from?
Shannon from Atlanta.
Okay, yeah, so I'm basically just asking people, like, what brought them down here? What got them motivated to come down here and protest? I'll start with you.
Well, we've had a complete coup in our country and a takeover of our constitutional rights, and it's no longer being run as a democracy. They are ignoring the Constitution, and it's really frightening. And I'm a teacher, and I see them dismantling the Department of Education, and I know how much that's going to hurt my low-income students and students with special needs. And my fiance is a federal worker who lost his job.
Wow, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, thank you. So something has to change in this country.
And talk about your sign real quick. It says hands off public education or Social Security, media and speech, human rights, Medicare, national park, impeach Trump.
Yes, well, I could probably add some more things, but he's hurting almost everyone in this country. It's an oligarchy. He's only benefiting the wealthiest people, and he's hurting people in the most, who need things the most.
The middle class.
Yeah.
We're already going through it. We're already struggling, and now he's making it harder. And I'm working multiple jobs and everything, so it's crazy.
Yeah, I'm a teacher, and I've got like 3 part-time jobs as well. So.
And I'm tired. I'm tired.
I'm exhausted too, and I see prices soaring too, and it's frightening.
And how about you? What brought you down here to protest?
Same thing. I He's an illegal president to me. When you spend billions of dollars buying votes and paying people votes like Musk does, and you just giving power to somebody like Musk who's completely unconstitutional. And if you look at Trump's history, he's been a criminal his whole life. He's been a criminal his life.
Been a crook.
And the media it's too much. There's just too much, and I'm just done. And
your sign says Elon, felon, fascism, resist, fool.
He's a fool. And he is. He's a felon. He's a fascist. He's an assaulter. How he's even president, I have no idea right now. I can't believe that people would have ever voted for him.
I can't believe it either. So a question about us as African Americans, we're dodging the marching part because we're kind of nervous or scared to be out here. How do you feel about that, and what do you understand about that?
Well, my fiance is African American, and he's looking hard for a new job right now, and that's one reason he didn't come, because he was afraid
that they see him on camera.
That it could affect him. So, and I mean, I think about my students,
because we're doing, I'm doing the economic protest, you know what I'm saying, with my dollars. That's what I'm doing, and I'm out here getting content. This is my third one I filmed, so I'm trying to do that at least, but I understand why other people are scared to come out here.
Well, and the mainstream media is not covering
the protests.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
Definitely not.
so we thank you for trying to get the word out.
And I would say my two kids are half Indian, so they're kids of color, and my daughter goes down to GSU, and she has been harassed by every legal authority on the way down, and one of the times they asked for her papers, and no, that's not. This is the USA. This is supposedly supposed to be free. So I completely understand. You have to protect yourself, because what would she do if she got arrested? She wouldn't know what to do.
It's a scary time for a lot of people, and I feel a lot of people's pain doing these interviews. I interview a lot of people that's lost jobs, been fired from DEI. I always talk about as a little white girl. She's like 18. They fired her. She's DEI hired her, but she's kind of, I think, blind in one eye and deaf. So they just fired her. They just let her go because she was DEI. You know what I'm saying? Now she's like, she can't find a job.
It's not about qualifications. It's not about whether you can do the job. They just think all white males can do the job and everybody else can't. And somehow everybody else is DEI.
And it's like Nazi Germany. They don't want anyone who's not like them. Anyone who is not a white male. They don't want anyone with a disability.
And it's like they dissing women too. And I'm like, why? It's like, why everybody? It's like, I don't understand it.
Yeah, I mean, I think they are afraid because white men are becoming a minority in this country, and I think they're terrified and trying to hang on to that privilege that they've had for so long.
Wow. So my last question is about the Democratic Party. Do y'all like anybody in the Democratic Party? How do y'all feel about them? Thoughts on the Democratic Party now and going forward?
Well, I will say I love our two congressmen, Raphael Warnock and John Ossoff.
Right.
I was at a rally for John Ossoff recently. They are on the ground fighting. I love Nikema Williams, who's my local representative, Hank Johnson. But overall, I feel like the Democrats are not really doing enough. I mean, I feel like they're just, they need to be a Cory Booker and actually stand up for
all of them. Need that battery in their back. Cory Booker, John Ossoff, Jasmine Crockett, but all of them need to be fighting with that tenacity, I feel.
Well, I was going to say, I agree with everything she said, but on top of it, that leadership at the top has got to go. We need new blood. We need somebody. They let Trump get in office. They let him. They probably did not believe he was as crazy as he was, and they let it happen. And instead of lock, stock, and barrel fighting him, they fought among themselves for little bits of power. And top leaders need to go across the board.
Okay, one last thing. What do you want to tell the people that's kind of sitting back? They see the other people like y'all coming out and protest, but they haven't made up their mind to actually come out and help. What would y'all say to those real quick, just in closing?
Well, I have relatives who were killed in Nazi Germany. And when the Nazis took over, people were complacent. They didn't do anything. They thought, oh, this won't happen to us. And people need to be active.
This can happen to us.
Yes, it is happening to us, and they need to be active and make their voice heard.
And I'm going to say this the same. If you're not out trying to support, find some way to support, whether it's monetary, boycotting. You can do anything at all. Let your voice be heard, whether it's protest in person or boycotts.
Okay. Well, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for coming out. Thank y'all for using our voice. And let me give you my business card. It's going to be on my YouTube channel along with the other protests I did.
Thank you.
In about 2 days, it'll be. So, yes, your boy Maestro. I'm still down here at the protest trying to talk to the people, see how they feel. I got somebody right here. What's your name and where you from?
My name is Snaggletooth Jones. I'm originally from Indiana, but now I'm an ATL baby all day long.
That's crazy, because I'm from Indianapolis. I've been down here 15 years. How long you been down here?
I've been out here since January, but you got your family in Indianapolis?
Yeah, everybody's still up there. I'm just down here solo. 15 years.
We could be related.
For real?
You know any? Are you related to the Murrows?
Nah. I haven't heard any. I know some Taylors.
You know, like Tony Taylor up in South Bend?
No, I know Quiana and the Timothy and Timothy Jr. Taylor.
You heard of Rhinestone Reflections, right? Sherry Taylor Miles?
Nah, because I've been down here 15 years. I just go up there to see my mother and come back, so I don't really know what's going on up there.
Let's get back to the thing.
Okay, so yeah, we talking to the people. What brought you down here to mingle in with this protest?
I actually wanted to see what they was really complaining about and what was really going on. And the thing, it's laughable. You know, it's very audacious. Whatnot though, you got the race of white people complaining about unfair adjustment when yet you have not in the past 400, 500, 600 years have given back anything that your race has stolen
Facts.
from black people. You feel me? Our inventions that you was stole through the inception of the patent. You feel me? You claim you don't know who set our buildings afire, but yet you got our inventions. You have our money.
So you saying they shouldn't complain until they do what's right by the...
This race of individuals have no right to complain about shit when you still look past the black people who in which you enslaved, stole their money. A black person can come up right now, ask any one of these white motherfuckers for money. Oh, get away from me, you dirty nigger. But yet you want to come over here, Elon Musk and Donald Trump.
But that may be your experience. Like
No,
what if
that's not my experience.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying certain experiences. Like say I told you I'm a videographer for 10 years and I made a lot of money from white customers. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they would tell me get away. I never heard that before. I'm a shooter.
But the thing is, see, it's all good, you feel me, when you play to their ego, but when you start telling the truth, because you reap what you sow. There is no point in where you can enslave somebody, kill their children, their family, make them forget their language and think that it's just going to be all hunky-dory. Oh, it was in the past. We're different people. No.
Yeah, I get you saying.
No.
So,
that's not how God works. That's not how the universe works. You reap what you sow. If you plant a seed in the ground, an actual ground, and fertile ground, it will bloom.
So last time I was at the protest, I interviewed a girl who was 18. She got fired from her job because they said she's a DEI hire. She's a white girl that couldn't see good. They fired her. So you saying she doesn't have a reason to come down here and protest?
Nope.
An 18-year-old?
Absolutely not.
And what did she do wrong to not be at a protest, losing her job?
One, you feel me? What have you done with your whiteness, your white privilege?
At 18?
At 18, what have you done with your white privilege to separate yourself from all the crap-ass white people around the world?
See, I didn't ask her that. Maybe she did do something.
You feel me?
I don't know. I didn't ask her.
See, that's the thing now. You feel me? Because they know, white people know that their time is numbered. You feel me? Your time is numbered. Your days are literally in seconds are numbered because you can fool some of the people some of the time. You can't fool all the people all the time. People are starting to wake up and realize, shit, this is what black people have been going through. Maybe they've been really saying the truth the whole time. Maybe we are the problem. Because you can't blame this on black folks, you can't blame it on Mexicans, you can't blame this on Asians. You got two white people in office right now fucking it up for white people. Which is why I gotta ask, all the white officials you white people have put in office, fuck black folks, fuck Asians, fuck Mexicans, what have they done for you white people who you put them in office? You who got all the money, you who got the big fancy bank accounts, you feel me? The metal titanium card and shit.
Right.
The private neighbors, you feel me? You voted these jackasses in. What have they done for you? Your white ass. The same thing they've probably done for my black ass, which is nothing. So now you see that the problem isn't.
It's this whole system.
It's not the system. It's the white people.
That set it up.
Who set it up. Once you get rid of the white system completely, then slavery can end. You can't end slavery with there's one white person in charge.
That's right. I mean, that's a valid point. You know what I'm saying? I respect your opinion. You feel me?
I'm not a racist. I'm a realist. I'm going to hit you with facts. You feel me? I'm going to hit you with the things that you can't undo. See, you can say what you want, but what we can't do is undo the past 60 years.
Yeah. I think they got
undo all the scandals that have been done already.
Yeah.
We can't undo all the murders, all the killings, all this. You want to talk about what's going on in the projects, but what about all these school shootings with all these white kids? Why not talk about that?
You're right. I mean, you raised some valid points. You know what I'm saying? You made your point clear. I think they got it. You feel me? It's gonna be on this YouTube channel. Probably even 2 days. About 2 days. I have it edited up. But yeah, they got you. You want to leave one last thing before I get to the next one?
Real quick. You feel me? See, listen. I got one question to ask people because, we all going to die, right? We're going to die one day, but when are we going to be more willing participants in our own demise? Meaning, when are we going to stop dying from something, and why not we die for something? And right now, freedom is pretty much, and truth is pretty much what it needs to be died for. Not for yourself, do it not for your children. And if you don't have children, do it for someone else's children or do it for your neighbor. But become more willing participants in your own demise. Stop bitching and complaining about the treatment if you're not willing to go out there and do something different. You're not opening up another business. If you're not opening up a bank, if you're not creating a situation where people can invest in land to where we can all put in these seeds so we can all till this ground so we can all eat. If you're not willing to build a barn big enough so that we can all bring in some livestock so we can eat off of that meat. If you're not willing to go ahead and dig the trenches, build a lake, to build a pond, so that way we got fresh fish, so that way we can teach our young ones how to fish, how to scale and clean a fish, but we got sustenance for ourselves. We don't need the system. If you really want to talk about getting away from the system, well, God damn it, let's do that.
Got you, bro. They got you. It's gonna be on YouTube. You feel me? I'm pretty sure they're gonna have some comments. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? You saying some real ass shit. Where you from?
I'm Laura. I'm from Venezuela.
Okay. How long have you been in America?
I've been here for 6 years, almost 7. I'm a U.S. citizen. Yep, and it's been real. I got a sign for you. It says that I have fled tyranny before, and I am very passionate about what I'm seeing right now because it's the same playbook.
Yeah, because that's what I was about to ask you. What exactly brought you to this protest, and is this your first one, or you've been to more than this?
No, this is my first protest in the U.S. for this cause. Of course, I've done it for my country before. The reason I'm here is because, again, I don't want to leave another country because of those in power not doing what they're supposed to. I grew up watching this develop in my country, which is why I'm here, and watching it happen here, it's not only terrifying, but it's also a call for action and alert that we've seen this before in history, in other countries, and we have to stop it before it's too late. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about your sign real quick. You got a lot of stuff written on there. I'm gonna read it to them.
Yep.
I fled tyranny once and refused to do it again. Do not believe the lies. And then what you have on the other side?
Yeah.
Hands off. The middle class are vulnerable people. Of course, freedom, women's rights, the media, our constitution, minorities, government, democracy, immigrants. It's everything.
It's everything that they put in their hands on, and I think it summarizes the importance of this movement. It's not just government funding. They're doing a lot at the same time, and they're trying to distract you, and they're trying for you to not do anything about it until you can't do anything about it. Yeah.
And so you're right, people can't be complacent. So what would you tell those people that are complacent, they're not taking it serious? What would you tell them?
I'll tell them that this is the moment before, again, it gets too late. There's a reason why we live in a democracy. You were supposed to participate in it. It doesn't mean that if you come out here today, you're going to change laws and bills, but at least you will be a body saying, yes, I do not agree with this. And we are a group of people who are supposed to live in a democracy where the people are the ones that choose and decide. So you got to participate instead of waiting for others to do it for you, because if you do that, I'm sorry to tell you, but I've seen this before. It's all going downhill.
Okay, and the last question is about the Democratic Party. How do you feel about them, and do you see anybody in the Democratic Party that needs to really just do more to take charge and push the party forward and maybe bring them back, because they kind of just all over the place a little bit right now?
I agree that they're all over the place. Politicians are politicians regardless of party.
True.
So I think it's important to remember that.
Right.
Regardless of your ideology, what's more important is to keep yourself educated and informed, and make sure that whatever it is that you're consuming, you go to both sides, because again, politicians are going to be politicians no matter what.
Right.
I am looking at AOC. I think that the way that she leads the people, it's pretty powerful, and we need people that are not afraid to speak up, and at least from the Democratic Party. So again, I follow her right now, but I also understand that politicians are going to be politicians. So what's more important is to continue to educate yourself and make sure that you stand for what you stand for.
Yeah, I followed her and Bernie Sanders. You know what I'm saying? Those are two of my favorites right now. You know what I'm saying? I like what they're doing. And like you said, I can't trust all politicians fully, but I know I can trust them more than I can trust Trump.
Yeah, and at least, I mean, you can give them a chance. If they are standing for the things that you care about, then follow them. But understand that at the end of the day, humans are humans, and you gotta watch out for both sides. Oh.
Exactly. Well, I appreciate you using your voice. I appreciate you talking to us, and I appreciate you like taking the time to make a sign. You know what I'm saying? It's very important. So thanks a lot. I appreciate that.
All right.
Okay, I'm still here at the protest, talking to the people, trying to see what they're feeling. I have somebody here. What's your name and where you from?
Linda Duncan. I'm from Atlanta.
Okay, Linda, nice to meet you. So, what brought you down here to protest? What are your main issues? What are you passionate about?
I am passionate. It's so hard to even begin to say.
It's a lot of stuff.
It's a lot of stuff. I'm just so against the policies of this country. I mean, of this government. I believe in being kind to people, accepting of people. I'm against the immigration policies. I'm against the firing of so many people with CDC, with all our different health organizations.
Right.
I'm upset about destroying education, disrespecting veterans, the environment, the Park Service, on and on. I mean, and obviously what's happening with the economy right now. Tax cuts to billionaires at a time
while the middle class are getting crushed, and I got to work all these jobs to.
The last 2 days with the stock market being hit like it was and Trump being out on the golf course is totally disgusting. So I found the last time Trump was president, we participated in many marches, and I found it, hopefully it makes a difference as far as making our voices heard. But also for us, it's therapeutic to be around so many people
that are passionate about the same things.
To make a difference. Yes.
Exactly. So, do you understand or know anything about how us African Americans we're not really participating in the march like that? Do you know about that?
I do not.
Well, basically, we're pretty much scared to come out and march. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what they'll do to us.
Yes.
So we've not been showing up to the protests on purpose for that reason.
That today.
Yeah,
because my mind today.
And it's not just African Americans. A lot of other marginalized communities that's not showing up because they're scared, because they don't know who's seeing this. They don't know if they're gonna get picked up.
Right.
So a lot of people are scared to march. But I come down here to just show that we're supporting you guys, but we're scared to come out here. Okay. Some of us are scared.
Well, I think it's important to let us know that so that we can make your voices heard too.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Because I am very happy. I represent the Hispanic community, the undocumented people. I'm happy to represent your community as well, to say, let us just be more accepting of races, sexual preferences. It's not our business. And we're all Americans. We were all except Native Americans, have immigrated here or brought here against their will.
Exactly. So that's what most of us been participating in, like the economic protests. We've been holding our dollars from the companies that said yes to getting rid of DEI. So we haven't been shopping with them. Okay. But we in solidarity, and I want to come out here and show like we're nervous to march because they don't know. Because like when we march, the police show up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so we don't know what's going to happen, but we are in solidarity with you guys, and we thank y'all for marching on our behalf.
Absolutely. Thank you for making me aware of that, and we'll speak out more so on your behalf.
Okay, the last thing I want to talk to you about, the Democratic Party. It seems to be like a little bit in shambles. Do you think so? Do you see anybody in the Democratic Party that you think should come forward and be the new leader? How do you feel about that whole thing?
Well, I feel like this week has been a good week for the Democratic Party. Certainly before this week, I wondered what on earth is going on. Cory Booker seemed to really kind of change that. And so I've been watching a lot more of the news this week. It's been hard to watch the news during this administration. It's just so disgusting, disheartening.
It's every day. It's every day something.
Every day, all day long. So I pay attention, but I'm not keeping up, haven't been keeping up with it as much as I used to.
It's really depressing, actually. It's hard to watch it every day.
It's been encouraging this week to see how the Democrats are trying to fight back, and they really are. They're trying to fight against these tax cuts. They're trying to get control of Congress' role for tariffs, over tariffs. So if only some Republicans would find a backbone and stand up to this outrageous behavior, we could still be a democracy when this is over.
That's what I want. I want us to still be a democracy. And I heard something that said like 90 million people didn't vote this election. They just sat out. So what would you tell in closing the people that's not down here protesting? They sitting back and be like, it'll be fine. What would you say to those folks to get them energized?
It's not fine. We have to speak out. I saw something on the news yesterday, about some Russian dissidents, people maybe in their 20s, 30s who are in a rock band. They were in New York protesting, saying that you've got to speak out now. Don't think it's going to be fine.
Now.
Because things change really quickly, and this is coming from Russians who have experienced it. So if they're in New York protesting on our behalves, trying to educate us, please get out there and participate. The other thing is, if you call your senators, doesn't even have to be yours, call senators. Supposedly every phone call is worth 1,000 votes.
Really?
It's more important to call than it is to email, because email's easier to do. But if you actually take the time to make a phone call, which only takes 30 seconds maximum, just leave a message. Let them know what you're concerned about, because even our Democratic senators and congresspeople need to know what our issues are, what we care most about.
That's some good info. I didn't know it was worth 1,000 votes. Because I said that in one of the videos last time. I was like, make sure you call your senators. If you're not going to come out and just protest, at least call your senators.
Yes, but participate. It is so important. If we don't speak out, they are just going to bulldoze over all of us, and we're going to lose our democracy. And clearly, after the last few days, we're going to lose our income.
I'm worried about my 401k right now.
We're losing our 401ks. We may lose Social Security. We may lose all the benefits, all of the things the government provides for poor people. That's all going away, and it's up to us to stop it. Nobody else is going to.
Well, I appreciate you being out here using your voice. I appreciate you talking to the people and spreading the word, and hopefully we get more people out here and we can stop this.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for being here.
You too.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Bye.
Trump and Musk have got to go. Hey, hey.